What if I told you on Out of Britain, I'm going to be burping all my way through this episode? I'm coming to you from the Burp Festival. Burp, you heard me right, B-U-R-P. That's because a set of people have put together the Burp Festival in East London, where there is food from all over the world, all over India. And while being here in London, you could be here and take a walk on the streets of London. Here, every bite is a blast of flavors in your mouth, and every burp is a badge of honor. Pakoras, vada pav, bhel puri, pav bhaji. What else? What else? Mirchi vada.
Ragda patties. Yes. And samosa.
So samosa or pakoda, which one is the best seller?
I think it's samosa.
Samosa is the better seller. Okay, with me is Vibha and her sister, her husband, who's trying to film us. Hello. And Vibha's father.
Hi.
What is your name, sir?
Rajesh Vagadia.
Rajesh Vagadia. I'm not going to go very close to him because he's playing with fire. Yeah, really hot. So he's the pakoda man. He's doing all the frying.
I'm like a pakoda also.
Oh, that's so sweet. Sir, how many years have you worked in the food business?
Near about 60 years. When I was 12 years old, I do. At 70, I finished. I'm 72 years youngest man.
Yeah, sure. And your skills have now gone to Vibha,
Yes.
your daughter. So Vibha, what do you do?
I do any Mumbai street foods because I love Mumbai street food and anything with the pav bhaji. Like on my birthdays, we do
All
mostly
catering orders as well.
catering orders.
On your birthdays, you take catering
Yes,
orders?
Catering orders as well.
No, on
And
your
we do-
birthday, you should be at home.
But
Enjoying the food
not
cooked by your father and the husband.
Okay, I can wait.
Okay,
for
let's
that.
not talk about husband cooking.
We are happy to eat.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
But-
excellent. So, why did you have this? So, firstly, the love that London has with Mumbai food, it's I've never managed to crack that because whether it's Dishoom or whether it's SKVP or just how Mumbai food, especially vada pav, has become a regular global something from. Tell us about that and the fact that people are able to take something as spicy as the garlic and coconut chutney. Tell us
I
about
think
that.
so. The Mumbai vada pav is special for the Mumbaikar. It's a heart of the Mumbai, you can say. That it's a fritter, and you can have it as a snacks as well. You can have it as a lunch as well.
As a
you
main
can have
as well.
breakfast as well, and in the dinner time as well.
Yeah.
So I think so. That's the main thing. If you have just one, on the go, it's not like using a hand and oil everything.
Yeah.
So I think so. That's
It's an easy to go food, and it's got the punch. It's like a pav, vada pav.
Absolutely.
The spices. So the two sisters, how many meals do you roll out annually? Do you have a rough idea?
roughly more than 2,000.
Wow.
So yeah.
Wow. Excellent. So you're here today to sell what all?
So we have mixed bhel puri. This is special bhel. Vada pav again, and we have fritters.
The fritters are
It's
aloo ki bhaji.
Yes.
Bhaji? Bhajia.
Bhaji.
Bhaji. Yeah. Okay.
Cauliflower.
It's cauliflower.
Yes. So gobi ka manchuri, gobi, chili ka,
Chili.
and onion.
And onion. So which one is the best seller again?
I think so.
Potato bhaji.
Potato.
Yep.
Potatoes.
Yes.
Okay. What's your favorite, sir?
Potato bhaji.
Potato.
Yes, it's very nice. As well as vada pav is very famous in Bombay. Nowadays, all India,
It's all over-
world.
it's all over
all
London.
world now. Yeah, it's, a
It's
global
all
one.
over London. Vada pavs,
Yes. Vada pav is
like
famous in all world.
like Vibha was saying, you can eat it on the go. It's got the right mix of spice.
And the taste is not too spicy, it's not too mild as well, so any children can have it as well. So it's kind of
You can get it
Both
made
sides.
how you like it.
Yeah.
If you want it more spicy, you can add chili to it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Up to what people prefer. And a lot of your clients, are they white people? Are they British people who love it?
all mix. Definitely Indian peoples, but yes, there's some of the white people as well comes, the British peoples comes, and they keep asking again and again.
And you do all of this from your home.
Yes.
Okay, we are going to Vibha's home next.
Definitely.
That's it. We're coming.
Yeah.
You're most welcome.
So we are coming to your home. Yeah.
Please all come.
Yeah. He looks. Your dad is so sweet. He's such a happy man.
We give it to Hyderabadi biryani.
Hyderabadi biryani.
please
That's
come.
it. I'm sold. I'm sold. I'm coming. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks so much. How old are you, Shaben?
I am 75 years old.
75 only.
Only.
How many years of these 75 years you've been cooking?
Long time is my after the marriage.
That's so sad. One you get married off and then you cook, but I think it's a great skill.
Our big family. So everything is cooking in the home.
At home.
Yeah.
So am I going to eat your haath ka khana now?
Yeah.
Okay, let's taste your paneer biryani. This is an all vegetarian
Yes.
Mumbai cafe. They sell samosa, samosa chaat, puri chaat, chole bhature, paneer biryani. Ooh, thank you, Ushaben. I'm going to try your food. 75-year-old Ushaben made this lovely dish at home. Excellent. I taste the onions. And I'm from Hyderabad, so I know what good biryani is like. And this is good biryani. Thank you. Lala! Indo-Chinese. This store, for me, is a super hit because you're selling two bestsellers. One is Indo-Chinese, which is noodles and stuff. And the second is your pani puri, which I tasted and it's delicious. You're a physio.
I am a physio by profession, but this is just my passion. I love cooking.
Physio by profession, foodie by passion.
Well, I work for Goodness Hospital, but yeah, I'm a singer now and I sing Bollywood live.
You sing Bollywood.
Yeah.
You two are happy people. One is a singer, full-time singer, and the other one cooks excellently well. What else do you need for a great marriage?
Yeah, true.
It's true.
Yeah.
Okay, your favorite food?
My favorite food, chicken and chili chicken is my favorite vada pav.
Chili chicken vada pav.
Pani puri.
Pani puri! Yay! Pani puri it is. Okay.
Delhi ice.
Proper Delhi ice.
Delhi ice.
And you are from
Proper Indian eye. So because I'm from an army background, I've tasted all the food and I love every food until the taste is good.
Delhi pani puri या फिर Delhi के छोले भटूरे?
Chole bhature.
Bombay ka vada pav, Bombay ka vada pav.
South का मसाला डोसा. Thank you. Thanks guys. Thank you. There are close to 1,200 Indian restaurants, and then there are new ones coming. But what name to give another Indian restaurant? But this is not just another. You will explain that. Why are you called Tiger's Den? Are you named after the tigers of India?
No. So that's what I said right earlier. We, as a French, we are a group of people, myself and Budai. So we call it actually everyone Tiger.
So
we
you
thought-
call friends Tiger?
Yes.
Hi Tiger.
So we are talking like that. So we decided, okay, we want to do some business. We'll take our friendship to the next level. So we thought we want to do some business. What kind of business? We decided, okay, we'll go with the restaurant. Then we thought, what is the best name to keep it? We have a lot of Hyderabad biryanis, Dar biryanis, and also we want to keep something new. And we thought we want to go with a proper bar as well. So we want where the tigers will live. Tigers will live in den. So we thought, okay, why don't we come with the tigers den? All the tigers will come to our den and have food, all hungry tigers, and have a nice sip of drinks and all those things. That's how it started. So our branch is in Barking Road, East Ham. Next week we are opening in near Barking Station as well.
If you're struggling to name your Indian restaurant, talk to your friend. If you call him a tiger, it becomes Tiger's Den. I'm going big on noodles today for some reason, but vegetarian Manchuria has been my super favorite all my life. From Tiger's Den. Am I allowed into your den?
Obviously,
I'm a tiger.
tiger.
I'm a tiger. A tigress. Just
Tigress.
realized. is that picnic basket. You know what I'm carrying? This is called Hungary's, originally from Hungary, chimney cake. Let's pick one. This is like a chimney, right? It goes spiral, it goes round and round and round and round and round. And what do you fill it with? What do you fill it with?
This one is with walnut. We have walnut, we have sugar and cinnamon, hazelnut, coconut. We have
Almond,
different-
raspberry,
yeah.
pistachio.
Yeah.
Chimney cake, also called what in Romania?
It's a kürtös.
Kürtös. I'm going to try kürtös. And I might go for pistachio. What do you think? Pistachio? Thank you. This is what Megan has. No. If it's a cake, you don't bag it. You eat it.
Yes, most
Straight
of the
away.
time.
Yes, most of the time. And now is the time. Ha ha ha. Chimney cake. Sweet. Sweet, crunchy, very Romanian. Thank you. What do you do?
I want you to say, but
I'm an
as
accountant.
loudly as you can.
Accountant.
Come on, we need some more
How much
energy
money of
in
your
this
life
hour
have
here
you
this
spent on
afternoon.
jalebis and
Count to
malpuas?
three. Everybody,
Oh,
all
not a lot.
together. Say the word bub as
I
loudly
spend
as
more
you
money on
can.
beer and whiskey.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's good.
It's delicious.
It's getting louder now.
Thank you. Cheers. An investment company said, come and invest in our city. And I said, the only place I invest in is here, my tummy. After eating jalebi, malpua, biryani, pani puri, Indo-Chinese, blah, blah, I have to meet Alka because Alka is from Nutri Vibes and you are a specialist dietitian.
I am.
And you are a specialist also in diabetes. Which unfortunately, Alka, in the South Asian community, especially in Indian, Pakistani, Bangladeshi folk, is very, very prevalent.
It is.
So come away a step towards me. Tell me about the unique space that dietitians such as you have created in a city like London, where there is NHS, which offers support and medical support, but the NHS is quite generic in that sense. And the South Asian cuisine is so different. We need our dal and chawal and paneer and all of that.
Yeah.
So tell me about the space that you've created and the need for preventive consultation with dietitians such as you in today's world.
Yeah. So what happens is, what was happening until now is people from the South Asian background were going, because we live over here, we access the NHS, but they weren't getting advice that was suited to them, that took the cultural nuances and the traditional foods that our parents and great grandparents and everyone has been eating. So we have that attachment, that nostalgia with food that we can't leave. So when you are told about something, about changes in diet or how you should be eating and stuff, they make those changes, but they are not so long term. So you do it for some time, you go back to your original foods or original lifestyle, and then you come back with the same undesired outcomes.
It's not sustainable to eat salads and sandwiches and cold food.
No, if I like my dal chawal and if I like my dahi chawal or if I like my traditional food like my rajma chawal or something, or my
Til ke
rotis,
laddu, like you were saying.
til ke laddu. So we have a wide variety of foods that we can eat and still have the desired outcomes, and that is where my experience with foods comes in. So because I use this very same foods in my own kitchen, and I can see how I can apply it to everyone's routines and diets and get the same benefits. Now people talk about inflammation diet. We have been following this kind of diet for years and years, like having plant-based diet up. Most of our foods, especially vegetarian, if they are plant-based, or even if they are non-vegetarian, we do have a lot of subsidies and stuff in there. So we need to know what is the right kind of food in our own diet that we can include.
Yeah.
So that's why my motto is nourish your journey, I don't advise on what you can take out. I advise on what you can include so that you are bringing more nourishment into your foods and your daily life.
Nourish and flourish.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Alka, you have clients in India. You have
Yes.
clients in the UK.
Yeah.
Tell me, are clients here more preventive in their approach to medicine? Are they more conscious, or because of the lifestyle that there is here, no access to fresh food, a lot of frozen food, a lot of cold food, etc.? You find culturally people are different. Which lot is more conscious? If you can make a generic statement, obviously not very evidence backed, but just a generic gut approach.
I think what I can say is the awareness is increasing in India also, but people when they come here, they have got access to a lot of information, they have got access to a lot of facilities. So like, you can go to the gym, the flexible working that, that is a general ethos over here with IT or software or NHS or, other kind of systems where you work. There's more focus on people, agile working, and there's more focus on how you can be active through the day, which is what you need to follow. And when you do that, so in terms of activity, people have got access to more facilities over here
And information, that's
and
important.
information. But then with the arrival of the internet, Google, now there's AI.
Yeah.
So there people have got access to all that information everywhere in the world. But it is a sad thing to say that still India is the diabetes capital of the world. It is a sad thing just because of the sheer population that we have.
Yeah.
It is the diabetes capital, and the numbers are increasing here in the UK also.
Yeah. And that explains. And I'm glad that there are people like you who can be the bridge for a lot of South Asians living in London between having direct access to medicine, NHS, and their own culture, cultural habits, and get to eat what their DNA loves and recognizes and has adapted to, and still remain healthy. So thank you for doing what you do.
Thank you so much, and you're most welcome. And I hope that many people see this and can get in touch with me. And it's not even about what changes you need to do. Just come and speak to me. I'm a good listening ear.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Radha.
Thank you.